Hello everyone, and today we're back for another Loomian Legacy video, and this is not a PvP video, this is another video talking about Lots and Beat, which is one of the routes in Loomian Legacy, because there is actually something very interesting I want to show you. I'm not sure if anyone knows about this yet, maybe there's a couple, but there's a saddle you can actually get on this route called the Samarine Saddle. You go to the sky, you fish some stuff in the ocean, and you get the saddle. It actually took me a while to get the saddle, surprisingly, because, you know, I haven't really focused on it, but the Samarine Saddle is pretty cool in new ways. You know, you're across, the Samarine design looks cool. It's like a submarine kind of saddle. It looks awesome. And most of the saddles in the game are cosmetic. There's not really much that they add to the game other than going faster and the cosmetic look of the Loomian. But the Samarine Saddle is actually very special in a way, because there's an area where you can glitch into the water. Like, over here, I think it's the most consistent area you can do. This may take a while. I might have to skip ahead until I glitch in the water. There we go! I made it! I made it! But yeah, there is actually a very unique feature of a Samarine Saddle that when you're in the water, it actually floats on the water. Like any other saddle or just your own avatar, you just fall through and you respawn. But since it can actually travel through the water with the Samarine Saddle, you can actually explore this area. There actually are no walls in the area, which is very cool. I assume in a future update you can travel around this area because there is a giant red X over here that is not used. But you can actually travel even more than that. As you can see, there's a lot of open water. So, you know what? Let's just explore the area a little bit and see what they... Whoops, did not mean to do that. Something else that's also cool is that you can also, like, sink underwater with the saddle, and then you'll float back up with the Samarine, which is pretty cool. It's actually a legit Samarine, which is awesome. But yeah, the water goes out very far. It's rock. Is this actually collision, or is there collision here? There's actually no collision here. Okay, I guess that makes sense because it is pretty far out. We get to see the inner workings of the Loomian Legacy map. As expected, there is nothing over here. It's just a giant pit. Look at this. Look at this! Can I go through here, actually? Is there collision back here? I assume there is, but let me see. Yes, there's collision. Is there any way I can get over there, maybe? It'd be cool to go by the lighthouse. But this isn't just the only area. There's a rock back there, there's a rock back there, and there's also some more area, which is awesome. Like, this is cool. You can actually just do this. All you need is a Samarine Saddle and a little bit of luck, and you can get over here. So, let's just travel the open seas and see what we can find. Now, something that I'm actually curious about is if this is actually collision or not, because I'm not 100% sure if these rocks back here are collision. I assume they don't because they are pretty far back. Wait a minute. We might not even be able to reach these rocks, actually. Yeah, it looks like there's a dead end. Okay, yeah, there is a dead end right here. Look at this. So you can't even, like, reach the rocks. So what's over here? Wow. I won't lie, it does actually look pretty unique. I mean, look at this. It's just open water. Open water with the rocks behind it. You know what would be cool if there were actual islands that you can hit? If they expanded this even more, and they added like little boxes over here, and you use the Samarine Saddle to travel, that would actually give a nice use to the Samarine Saddle. Because this looks really cool. And look at the view! Look at the view of the route. It actually looks really good from back here. I could definitely make this into a thumbnail. Like, look at this. It looks really cool. I can literally make this a thumbnail. Okay, these rocks seem to be connected with the water. Or do these have collision? I don't think they do, but let's check. Do these have collision? These rocks don't have collision, it looks like. And I think this is the end. So, does this one have any collision? This one doesn't. Interesting. Very interesting. I can actually look through the rocks. imagine if there actually was collision back here, so you could actually have like a box. That'd be a cool little hiding spot for it, I think. But yeah, this is all I'm... Unfortunately, there isn't too much out here. I wish there was a little more. I mean, I shouldn't be shocked. Loomian Legacy did not plan for us to go all the way over here, but I find it very cool. Maybe what we could do, or what Llama Train Studios could do, is they could add this. Like, they can add, like, the Samarine Saddle as, like, you going over the water, so you can actually travel around the open seas. Maybe you can find some exclusive Loomians. Maybe you can find some exclusive boxes. Kind of like what Lapras was at Summit Moon. Okay, this isn't normal. Look at this. This is interesting. Now this is interesting. You get to actually look at the outer workings of the map. Can I fish in here? I can actually fish right here. Do I dare try? But look at that. There's like a Fluffbo just under the map. Look at that. Yeah, that has to be gone. I don't think there's anything else in the outer skirts yet, which is it. Does this rock have any collision? I assume it doesn't, but let me check. This one might actually have collision because it is closer to the route. Although that one didn't have any collision. Let's see. Does this rock have any collision? Okay, so this one doesn't have collision either. How about this? I think this has collision because it's one of the boundaries. Then that's the actual map itself. But yeah, you could actually fish right here. At least I think you can. Yeah, look at this, you can. Oh my god, I'm falling. Oh my god, how does this work? Oh my god, I can actually encounter a Loomian while down here. Oh, never mind. Boo. Oh, I gotta try that again. I want to see if I can capture a Loomian. I can try to capture a Loomian while riding. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again, and hopefully this time we actually encounter a Loomian. Okay, there we go. We're falling! Come on, go, 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 go! Nice. Oh, stop fishing up random items, Josh. Dun 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 dun. Alright, third try. Let's do this. Come on, find a Loomian. I'm actually falling off the cliff. Oh my god, you can actually encounter a Loomian. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to affect anything when you actually encounter them. So, that's a little unfortunate, but that's cool. You can actually encounter Loomians while falling off. Where do I end up? Okay, so I just end up back at the start of the route, but that is actually pretty cool that you can do this. The Samarine Saddle is definitely very cool. I do hope they add something in the open waters in the future and find a way to swim in it, because it's actually kind of fun to do it. Alright, that is pretty much the video. There's not really much to it other than me swimming in the water with the Samarine Saddle. It is actually kind of fun to do. I hope Llama Train Studios does add something out there, because that was actually kind of fun. You can like add some islands, maybe add some exclusive Loomians, maybe add like a new roamer that you have to cross with the Samarine Saddle. Like, there's a lot of cool ideas actually here. And honestly, as much as I love the Lotson Beach, there actually is a lot of this potential around here. Even though you could fish for stuff, there's so much to this route. Like, there's the Red X over there, there's the geysers that you probably got to learn in the future, there's the volleyball net, but a lot of it is just for show, and I would love a lot more interaction in this place, because this place actually does have a lot of potential compared to some of the other routes. So yeah, it is pretty cool though that you can glitch in the water and ride around on the Samarine Saddle. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back in PvP videos in the future, don't worry. I just wanted to have a funny little video that is a little change of pace compared to the rest of my PvP uploads. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!